Hello, hello. Welcome to my last live stream Plan With Me for November. Today I'm going to be doing my November daily setup. I'm also noticing that for some reason there is a huge shadow over here. So sorry about the lighting. It's not really there in real life, but it's so dark on the screen. I don't know what's going on. Does that help? No. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump in. We'll just get started and stop messing around with this stuff. The shadows are huge today. I am going to be doing something quite a bit different today than what I usually do. Today is going to be my daily plan for November is going to be largely more for planning, but planning in a different way. I'm not going to be using it as a daily planner, but for planning things that I have to do every day. This isn't making any sense. Let me give you an example. I actually recently started using an app called Motion. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but I've been really overwhelmed. Lately, I've had a lot of things that I need to accomplish, and I'm struggling to actually manage my time, which is fair. There is a lot more going on than typical, and so I'm using this app as a way of testing out and seeing if it helps improve my productivity. But essentially, it uses artificial intelligence to take your list, all the tasks and everything that you have to complete, and you give it your deadlines and the priority and everything, and it will sort it all out for you. And so I am trying that at least for the next probably month and a half while I finish all of my major projects for the year. I don't know, we'll see. We'll definitely see how the next week or two goes. I'm a few days into it and I actually really like it, but it means that my November daily setup doesn't really have to be all that detailed. However, even though I've already been overwhelmed with projects and I've, for some reason, I decided that I wanted to take on more projects, I decided to add on starting my podcast again, which was not a necessity, did not need to happen, is a pretty big time commitment. And I had told myself I wasn't going to do it for months, and now here I am doing it again. So that's a big thing I've added to my schedule that I don't have time for. And I also decided that since I leave in 4 weeks for my next trip, that I am going to do I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to do a 4-week challenge to improve my lettering and my composition. So, I don't know. I need to stop giving myself projects, but I have too many things that I want to work on. So, yeah, that's one of the struggles of being multi-passionate, I guess. So in summary, instead of me using this as a typical daily planner, I'm going to use it to help me to plan out my podcast, because I do my podcasting 4 days a week. And then if I'm doing a lettering project every day for the next 4 weeks, I'm also going to want a space to brainstorm those ideas. So that's what I'm doing today. I feel really silly, but yeah, someday I will learn to stop picking up new projects before I finish the other projects. But that day is not today. So anyway, I'm going to start by covering everything up, because I really don't need anything that's on here, given the fact that I'm not going to use anything. I have to just kind of laugh at myself at this point, because I really overdo it. I should not overcommit myself the way I do, but I always do. Always. It's a problem. Okay, so I'm just moving this until it fits exactly where I want it, and that is perfect. And I'm also going to see, how do I pop the chat back up there? Okay, hi. I officially can see May and Nicole. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the comments. I have a blank slate here now to work with. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a sort of sketch here as I figure out what I want to do. I think I want, obviously, like the heading here with November and the date. That is really hard to see, isn't it? It's also super sloppy. I'm left-handed, as you can see from watching this video and any of my other videos that you've ever watched. And I have to, if I want to write, I have to turn my paper at like at least a 45-degree angle. When I was in school, I would do it almost at like 90 degrees. It's a left-hander's problem. And like, I know that when you're learning script writing, they tell you to turn your paper a little bit, but like, if you pay attention, you'll notice that lefties like fully turn their papers. We're weird. But it makes it really difficult for me when I'm shooting these videos because I have to be like in front of my iPad. And so it's very hard for me to write. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of awkwardly sketch out my plans. So the handwriting is going to be super sloppy. So my heading is going to go here. And then I know I want to just do some like, maybe some decor. Maybe I'll fill like this edge and this edge here. I'll try to make a match. Like this and this. Can just be like leaves. And like a quote or something. Leaves. And a quote. I don't know. Something to that effect. And then I want to do like, I think up here, I will maybe still write down my top 3 priorities. Or maybe I do that thing that, the social, what was it? It was like relationships, health, and work. And then that can just be like a little box here. And then I will probably make this like a long notes section. And this will be for podcast planning. So like I can kind of script it or outline it here. And then for this section, I think I'm going to kind of make this a space for me to like brainstorm my lettering. This is so sloppy. Brainstorm my lettering, and then down here will be like where I put the final. So there'll be like a little, I'll put a Polaroid down here. So yeah, I'm mostly just going to use this section here and then kind of have decor. But I think that's my plan. So I'm going to erase all of this. Does anyone else love the sound of like the Apple Pencil on matte screen protectors? I feel like I could just do like a whole ASMR video like that. Also, I apologize if I keep clearing my throat. I don't think that I'm lactose intolerant or anything, but I had a glass of milk earlier and it's really affecting my throat right now. It was not a good idea to do that before a live stream. I'm full of great ideas lately. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's my sticker pack? Oh no. I'm in my student notebooks. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to be using my third palette today. This one, which is a lot more wintery. It's still like warm. It's got that copper, but it's also got this nice blue tone and this like sort of grayish. And I just feel like it's a really nice wintry November palette. So let's jump to the beautiful November lettering here and turn on images. I always forget to do that. And then I'm going to grab my image tool and put this here. And I think I'm going to do something kind of weird for the lettering, or for the date. I am going to grab my turkey. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it here. This is such a weird thing. I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to actually put the number inside of it. So I think I'll swap it out. So does anyone remember what this date is? This is tomorrow's date, which is Thursday, the 16th. So I will grab 16. Hi, Jen. Welcome to the live stream. Is this weird? Maybe I'll kind of cover up that part of the arm. I don't know. This is weird. I'm just feeling weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I might change it later, but for now I'm going to keep it. I feel unhinged today, guys. I don't know why I'm live streaming. Maybe it was the food that I ate. It's making me feel funny. Or maybe it's just, I feel like I'm recording later on tonight, I'm recording a podcast that I feel embarrassed about. So maybe it's that too. I want to grab one of my notes. Why can't I find the page? Ooh, I feel like a mess. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to use this one. I think it'll be easiest to write on. And I'm just going to paste it. Grab my image tool. And I'm going to size it, I don't know, I think until it kind of fits in here. Yeah, that'll work. So this is where I'm going to plan my podcast. So I think I might grab one of these podcast stickers here. I'm going to do it in the blue. And I'm just going to paste it. Maybe just put it down here, kind of like what I did before. And then I want some washi tape on here. I might do the navy in this like sort of peachy color. We're going to copy this and paste it here. How is everyone? I feel like I need to like address everyone else. I feel like I've just been nervously talking to myself for the last 14 minutes, which is obviously normally what happens, but it feels like I'm more in my head this time. Okay, I'm going to put this November on top. I just think it'll look better. Oops. Just going to paste that there. And then Oh, I forgot about these. I love these so much. Maybe I can find a way to work those in. How have I already forgotten what I want to do? I'm going to take I think this one. I'm going to take this blue houndstooth and I'm going to paste it here. Grab my image tool. I wonder if this will be like a shorter one because I don't know, I'm just sort of like freely doing what I want here. So I've got this nice square. And then I am going to take my elements and come to this one and just put this square in here so I have a nice little, I sort of actually want to do, let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I won't use it. But if you remember one time, a long time ago, I don't see it in here, I created an element that was kind of opaque. Here, I think what I can do here is take this one. Oh no, I must have made that one in Procreate. I just caught a glimpse of a screenshot that I have in there. I was using this like voice app and it told me that my voice was 10 to 15 years older than it is. And I was like, I don't think that's true. Because I feel like I sound like a child. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just something that's like in my head from my childhood. Nope, it's definitely not that either. Okay, I don't think I have this one, but if you have a transparent one, I think that would look better here. It would just allow some of that to show through. I could go back and try and look for which month I did that in, but I don't remember. Do any of you guys remember which month I used a transparent square? Was it June? I'm going to check June really quickly. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Was it this one? It might be this one. Let me see. Toolbar. And okay, I'm going to grab my image tool and see if these are separate. Yeah, okay. I'm going to copy this, tap off and hit undo so that that can go back. I loved this monthly layout. What are we on? November 16th? Oh my gosh, 1 week until Thanksgiving. Anybody have, anyone in the US have exciting Thanksgiving plans? Or just like, you know, traditional family stuff? I find it's really hard for us to get my whole family together. It just, I mean, we figure it out every year, but it's not the easiest. Okay, that looks pretty square, I think. So I'm going to come to this one and delete it, and I like that better. I just like being able to see a little bit of the transparency underneath, or a little bit of the pattern that's underneath thanks to the transparency. And you can kind of adjust these since we cropped it. It's nice and easy. You can't tell on the camera. Oh, thanks, Nicole. I think you were talking about me finding this in June. I don't know how I remembered, but I'm glad I did because I could have spent a long time searching incorrectly. So thank you for appreciating that. Okay, so this is where I'm going to kind of like brainstorm or maybe do like a rough sketch of the lettering or the quote or something that I decide that I want to design and post on Instagram. So if you weren't here earlier, I decided I'm going to be doing a 4-week challenge for myself. It's probably going to take me like 2 hours a day, so I don't know why I'm committing to this. I don't have an extra 2 hours a day, but I'm going to use this to try and keep me on track to try and do my brainstorming, and maybe I can even do some brainstorming and ideas like early. Like if I copy and paste this throughout the rest of the month, maybe I can write down the ideas for every day as they come, and hopefully it kind of allows me to plan ahead a little bit better. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I do know why. It's because I want to do it because I like it. I like lettering. I like having things that I can like look back on and see how my art and design work has grown. But I also feel nervous about publicly committing to doing a 4-week challenge because I don't know if I can do it. I just don't know if I have the time. Realistically, I'm probably the only one putting the pressure on myself. So, I have decided, it's just my own made-up challenge, Nicole. It's not one that I'm following from somebody else, but I've been wanting to improve my lettering and composition skills for a while now. I used to do it a lot, and I really enjoyed it, but I haven't really done it in a long time. And every time that I do, I'm like, man, this is a muscle that I really need to practice. I need to do it more. And I never do. So finally, it's been like a full year since I decided that I wanted to do this. And it just so happened that this morning I realized that I leave in exactly 4 weeks to go on my next holiday. And so if I'm going to do a 4-week challenge, I need to do it now. So basically, I'm encouraging myself to post every single day for 4 weeks. Yes, it's a bit of a big time commitment. But I'm also being a little bit flexible with myself in that my goal is to make sure that I'm posting every single day for 4 weeks and that I'm doing something new, but like I could be posting a work in progress photo. Like my goal is that I myself am spending at least 15 to 30 minutes a day on it. But realistically, with the video editing and getting it up on Instagram, it will probably take me closer to 2 hours. But knowing that, I want to allow myself to post work in progress photos and videos. Maybe sometimes I just choose a word instead of like a whole quote, but it's just an opportunity for me to force myself to create something that I have been wanting to do for a long time every day and see where that progress goes. So thank you, Nicole. I'll be sure to post these photos. Maybe I'll do like a weekly wrap up or something of them on Patreon. I don't know if everyone really wants to be bombarded with those daily. So for the next 28 days. But they will absolutely be on my Instagram, and then I can share some wrap ups, I think, on Patreon. Would be nice. Okay, so I do need to put some like headings in here, but I think the rest is just kind of decorating. So what am I going to do? I want to use these beautiful, these ones. I love these. I know these ones are a crowd favorite. A lot of people really like these this month, and that makes me happy. I'm going to put these, I don't know, I want them bigger. Put them over here for now. And then I need to find out what like quotes or lettering that I want to say. So anyone have any ideas for what combos we could put here? I could do something like, I did be grateful for our, I actually really loved that. I could kind of remake that. I should finish my thought. For anyone who's on Patreon, you would have gotten my downloads for like the wallpapers for your desktop, for your iPad, for your phone. And I actually really liked like the grouping of the be grateful with the cute foliage around it. And I could do something like that. Or, I don't know, let's put, well, I need to have two. So maybe I will do like a Be Fresh, or Be Fresh. Oh my gosh. I'm reading Farm Fresh. And we'll do a Be Grateful. So I'll copy this and paste this here. Grab my image tool. And I don't know, maybe I think the B is going to have to be smaller. Be grateful. And I'm just going to kind of start seeing how I can arrange these together to fill the space. I really enjoy these too. I know a lot of people already said how much they like these. Do I want to vary the colors or decisions. Could move that there. Is it better that way? So then I could use like this one over here. I know these are kind of hard to see. If I zoom in, I feel like I like using a variety of the colors. I think that'll come together nicely in the end. Although I need to stop grabbing the same colors every time. So let's take, I'm going to just put this one here, maybe rotate it. And then I will grab this blue. Oops, that one kind of warped it a little bit. Be okay. Make that one go up. And this is one thing I wish that you could do in GoodNotes, is that you could flip the photos. So if anyone knows of any programs that allow you to flip the photos, please share, because that would make me so happy. No, hold off on that one. I'll rotate that one like this. I feel like this will be really pretty in the end. So can you, Nicole, in Zoom Notes, you can just flip it and it'll reflect it over its axis. Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful. Then you don't have to take things into like Procreate, or I don't like to make a bunch of duplicates. Like I would rather not have my sticker sets be completely made up of like the same sticker but just flipped. So it's in GoodNotes, you just have to live without that option. I don't know, every day GoodNotes, or not GoodNotes, Zoom Notes sounds more and more enticing. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe it'll be a 2024 project for me, is learning Zoom Notes. I don't know. I'll have to see. Nicole, I feel like you've been the biggest cheerleader for Zoom Notes. I've had a few people mention it to me, but every time that I talk to you, you're like, yes, Zoom Notes does that. Yes, it does that. I'm like, oh man, I really might need to give it a shot. I don't know. Okay. I wish this process was like a little bit faster, but it's fine. As long as you guys don't mind too much just listening to me babble while I figure out where I want to place these and how I want to put them together. At least I've calmed down a little bit. At the beginning of the at the beginning of the live stream, I felt really silly. It's been an interesting week. Yeah, that's what you said before, Jen. I was wondering if you were still here or not, but yeah, I would love to hear about your learning curve more. Not necessarily right now. You don't have to like put it in the chat, but maybe we can talk more about it on Patreon. Image capabilities are amazing. Flip and color changing, transparency, and changing opacity of images. Man, that's so cool. I feel like I need to try this app. Oh my goodness. Just add it to the list of things I need to do. I'm really excited, though, to be going on my trip. My goal is to have, like, 90% of the things that I am working on done in the next 4 weeks. And then I'll kind of see where I'm at that point. Because in 4 weeks, I'm going to go do a weekend in Ireland and go visit a friend. And then after that, I'm going to go to Paris and visit another friend. And I'm going to do the Christmas markets, and I'm very excited. I've been wanting to do Christmas markets in Europe for a really long time because it's not really a thing in most places in the United States. And I didn't even know about them until I lived in China. And they have tons of Christmas markets there. Well, at least in Shanghai. And then, once I had them in my life, I didn't want them to not be in my life. So I chased them every year. I've gone to Canada for them. They have Christmas markets in Chicago, so I do go to Chicago every single year for their Christmas markets. But I do miss, I miss having more options for Christmas markets. I've been to some in England, obviously in China, but I'm excited to catch some in Ireland and also in France. It'll be fun. Ooh, there's been a lot of convo here. Okay, hold on. Jen says, oh, you got lost in a subfolder and it took you a while to figure out how to get back to your planner. Oh, no. Yeah. Are there a lot of Zoom Notes videos out there already? Have I just missed it because I've been too busy in my life? I should definitely check that out. So, Nicole, you've gotten lost too. Hopefully you figured it out at this point, Nicole, that if that does happen, you're able to get yourself back. And yes, I'm very excited. I think it does sound very wonderful. I think it sounds perfect for this time of year. So thank you for your excitement, for sharing that with me. I think maybe I need another blue one over here. I might actually make it sort of look like it's attached. Gives a little variation because I didn't draw any that have 3. Only ones that have 2 and 1. Okay, and then maybe I'll just put one more up here. I think that looks really pretty. Oh, I think that's so cute. Yes, Nicole, I've watched some of your planning videos. I haven't seen, have you done tutorials? If you want, you can feel free to share your channel name in the chat. But yes, I've seen a couple of yours. And I think I think I finally turned on the live replay of the chat, so people should be able to actually see it. But it's like Soul, Soul, Amber, Amber, and then Plans is Nicole's channel, and she's been doing some Plan With Me videos that I've seen. I don't know if she's had any other content, though. Nicole can say in the chat if there's anything other than like planning style. Like, I don't know if they are full-on tutorials, if they're kind of similar to like how I do my Plan With Me videos, where I just kind of like walk you through the things as I do them. And I also saw, Nicole, I saw you did a YouTube short. Well done. I have not really ventured into that. So May says, I'm not really a trial and error kind of girl. I like someone saying this is exactly how it's done. Yeah, I get that. I'm the opposite, but I understand. I'm kind of stubborn in the sense that like I'd rather waste my time doing something myself than like I don't know, than like paying somebody else to do it, for example. That's not entirely true, though. I do purchase a lot of courses for myself because I do like to learn from like people who are skilled. But I also just feel like in a lot of ways, so many like DIY projects and stuff that I'll do where I'm like, I really just should have had anybody else do this or just like asked somebody. But instead, I'm stubborn and I like to learn. I think I just have a lot of patience, but it's easier to call it me being stubborn. I'm like, I will sit there and try something over and over and over again until I figure it out. And I think other people are like, no, I would have been done 3 hours ago. I would have let somebody else do it. But I don't know, I'm not like that. It's probably not one of my best qualities. But that's okay. I think, so you can see I just ended up putting up some leaves over here, and I feel like I should just do something else over here. Does anyone have any ideas now? Because I was going to do like a double quote, but I feel like that just seems sort of silly, and I don't want to do that. But now I have to like kind of start fresh with ideas. I have a whole blank space over here that I don't really know what to do with. Felt like a Taylor Swift reference. I'll probably move these out of the way, but I'm just leaving them for now until I come up with the final decision for what to do here. Let's look at the stickers. So, I mean, I could put this little chalkboard there again. Or I could just put some like ombre. Or I could put these stripes. It's just such an open space that I don't have a purpose for. I don't know what I want to do. Okay, well, while I sort of ponder about that, I'm going to take my text tool, and I probably won't put anything here, but I might put something over top of this and just write like I'm just gonna write podcast, and I'm gonna put it in white. Ugh. White, and then let's increase the size a little bit. Turn on handwriting only. Turn on text only. Who caught that? Did you know that I was doing the wrong thing? Ooh. I feel like I do that a lot. I, for some reason, just tend to mix up handwriting and text. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I know the difference. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be very different than what I usually do because I have, I should say this because I think that most of you who are here now were not here when I started this video right away. And basically, the reason that I'm doing this so different than what my usual layout is I am testing out the use of a like project management app for myself. I am currently on like the 7-day trial, I think it is, but I will probably pay for 1 month after this and just see how it works for like a little bit longer term than a week, because I don't think a week is long enough to figure out if a system works for you. But basically, it's it syncs up with like your Google Calendar, and you can put in things that like have to be scheduled for specific times, but then you can also put in your tasks and like their priorities and how much time they take and their deadlines. And you just tell it that information, and then it uses AI to like schedule everything for you. And normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I feel like I'm fine, but like October through November, I just have way too many things that I've put on my own plate, and it's my fault. Like I could just say no to things, but I don't do that because I'm me. And so as a result, I am just feeling like I have too much to do to really like find the time to work on projects. And so I'm testing out this AI and and this program and seeing if it can do a better job of managing my time than I can. So it's like a project manager, and it's sort of like a virtual assistant in a way. It does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So this is why my daily plan doesn't have to be quite as intense as I usually make it. So instead, I'm using it to do daily brainstorming for the podcast episodes that I've been recording and for my drawing lettering challenge that I'm doing. So I hope that clarifies anything. If people are like, what is she doing? This is so different than usual. That's why. So, maybe I just put like, okay, let's look at the colors. I'm going to put one of these gray. Is this too much? Actually, I'm going to grab my image tool here. I'm going to grab this and copy and paste it. I feel like you can just never have too many places for notes. I'm probably wrong in saying that. I bet you a lot of people disagree with that. I'm always just writing things down all the time. I have random ideas in my head. They have to go somewhere. So I like being able to put them all in my planner. It might not be the most organized thing, but it, in a way, it kind of is. Organized chaos. Excuse me, I'm getting tired. Organized chaos is how I run my life, apparently. So I'm going to use the navy. Change my mind. No, I don't want this. I'm going to use a paper clip. I haven't used a paper clip in a long time. I loved these paper clips when I first started, when I first designed them. These were like one of my favorite things that I had added to the sticker sets. But I really haven't used these in a long time. They're so cute. Aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh. I love the paper clips. Okay, I'm so close. So close to being done. Maybe just to kind of like bring this, I don't know, together a little bit, I will paste I don't know, paste a little more here. More of these leaves. I still need to figure out something else to actually like fill that gap. I think my problem is like I tend to make sure that almost everything in my planner kind of has like, that is not gonna work. I don't think I can do this one. Maybe maybe this one. I tend to think that everything in my planner has to have like a planning purpose, and then I just kind of add some random details here and there. Okay, I think we have to do a little rearranging. I'm gonna put this one. Oops. There. Sure. Do I love it? I'm not in love with it. Could be worse. I don't know. That's exactly what I just did. Okay. I don't know what to do. Maybe I can add this above here. Grab my image tool because I feel like it went crooked. Yeah. Straighten that out. And then with the white pen, just gonna write notes. I'm getting closer to filling this space up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you know what? I could do like a water tracker. Is that gonna look out of place? It might. I feel like that would be really weird. Does it need anything else? Can I just leave that blank? Or should I fill it with more of the leaves? Maybe I can put some lettering here. Maybe I put a pumpkin? Would a pumpkin look funny? You know what? I never used these pies. Oh, gosh. Turn images on, Tara. Maybe that's what this is missing, a little pie. Can I like sprinkle the pies around? I think that this planner, or this color palette in particular, I feel like looks the best with the pies. Because you got like the blue that's kind of blueberry-like. And that like coppery color that's very like, I don't know, pecan pie maybe. It feels a little random. No, I don't like that. Maybe they just need to face different directions. I don't like that at all. Do you ever get stuck when you guys are doing your planning and you're just like, I can't figure it out. I don't know what's next. I think I have a few things I'm not totally happy with, which is sort of stumping me. Like I have this area that I don't know what to do with. I don't really like the turkey. I kind of like it, but I don't love it. It's a little better like that. Maybe I could take one of these that I'm so fond of and just will this make me happy? It makes me a little happier, but I don't think it makes me very happy. Okay. I think then it'll work better if I do like that. Eh? What do you guys think? Am I done? Is this it? Is something bad? Do we need to change something? I think I'm okay with this. I think it'll serve its purpose. I do think it's mostly cute. Actually, I think it looks a lot cuter in person than it looks on camera. And usually I feel the opposite, which is sort of concerning to me. I feel like the close-up look is always a bit of a bummer, but the overview looks nice. And I feel opposite about that this time, which might be a bad thing. I don't know. I think, actually, I do need to put this. This is not something that I would normally put on my daily. This is normally what goes in the calendar. But tomorrow is my friend's birthday. So let's just put it in the space. And then I just have to remember to delete it for all of the other ones. Yay, happy birthday to my friend. It does not go there. But I'm going to leave it there just because I put it there already. It will go away after tomorrow, but it's going to be there until tomorrow. I feel like I have to now. I committed. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to wrap this up because I'm starting to lose my mind. I don't have anything else that I want to do here. I do want to make an announcement about my course. So I know I've been talking about the sticker course for a few months now. And I was going really quickly at getting a lot of work done back in September. And then October hit. And yeah, as I've mentioned, October through December is a little bit crazy for me. So, I don't know. I'm slowing down on that so that I can do the other millions of things that I'm working on. But I am still working on it. I want that to be known. I'm still working on building a well thought out and well organized course about how I make my stickers. I truly do feel like it was like revolutionary for me finding the process that I have. So I want to share it. I don't want to just like hoard this information myself. I think people deserve to know. And I think that all the videos that are on the internet do not share this process. And that's why it took me like 5 years to figure it out. So I am still 100% planning on releasing that course. I just am not sure on dates for now. So there's the update on the course. And I am currently working on my 2024 planners and the fonts and things that go with that. So especially if you're on Patreon, if you have any input that you want, that you would consider it, because I don't know, like I like this planner. It works very well for me functionally, and I might still release a 2024 version of it, but I do want to do something different. I want to make like a new planner. So yes, if you do have any special requests or things that you really, really love about your planner, I can try to work it into what I'm currently working on. Those should be out by the end of November, as long as I can get my poop in a group, as people say. Yeah, so I always try to have them out by like mid-November, but we're going to be pushing it a little bit. So there's still time for feedback if there is any requests that you personally have. That all being said, I think this is where we're going to leave today's video. Not my favorite of all of my Plan With Me's, but I do love this color palette. I do love the stickers. I think they're really beautiful, and I do think it will very much serve the purpose that I want to have this month. But yeah, it's a little bit different. Anyway, that's all. Thank you guys for being here. You're wonderful, beautiful humans. I love you so much. I appreciate you guys always showing up for me. You're the best. And I won't be live streaming again before Thanksgiving, I don't think. So if you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And if not, have a good week. Just enjoy the whole week. And who needs an excuse to indulge in food? You can do that with or without Thanksgiving. So, yep. Sending love to everyone. You are all the best. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.